Hey, sculpture and ceramics class. I'm here to give you a paper sculpture pep talk and to encourage you to really put your best foot forward with this project. I want to thank Ms. Smith for her great communication with me and sending me some questions to address here. And I also want to thank Jeremy, who has been helping to make the copies for you guys for this project. So please give both of them a huge thank you. All right, so some of your questions were, what are the parameters? Like, is it abstract? Is it realistic? Well, the answer is the parameters on that idea part are wide open for you. So you choose. Here are some ideas to get you started. Maybe look at a famous work of art and then change something about it to make it creative and original in your own. Maybe look towards science or nature, which reminds me, on your rubric or your criteria page, you need to mark it off where it says that the project needs to be symmetrical. It does not need to be symmetrical, especially if you're looking towards nature, it's likely going to be asymmetrical. So there's that. Maybe illustrate one of your favorite books or poems or a song or a movie, because a lot of the paper sculptures that I've seen are very illustrative, and that would be a great thing to try. All right, the other question that you had was about materials. So you can use any kind of paper you want. When I left, we had a lot of beautifully painted paper for that art to collage project. Hopefully that's still around somewhere because I saved all those stacks of the paper because I knew that it would come in handy for later. You can also use construction paper, copy paper, you could use magazine paper, you could use newspaper. All the papers have different weights and they respond differently to the techniques that you're exploring: quilling, scoring, weaving. So when you do your first assignment, which is to create the example page, maybe experiment with those different kinds of paper and see what you enjoy working with. We did one of these back when we were doing cardboard, but there's some different techniques this time, so you need to follow those directions. I'm trying to think what else. Materials, ideas. And I just wanted to thank you for, I hear that some of the upper level students are encouraging others to keep the studio organized and clean. One way to keep this project organized is to get those cardboard trays that we've used before. They're like cafeteria trays, but they're made out of cardboard, and to keep all of your paper pieces and all those things on the tray, and then keep those in the kiln closet on those shelves. And please really try to keep it all organized. Keep the little pieces of paper that are naturally going to fall around you on the table and the floor picked up, so that, we're being a really helpful and awesome part of our school community and thinking about Mr. Ed and Mr. O'Day, who take good care of us, and we want to take good care of them. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you to do this fun project. You have a lot of resources on YouTube, as always, to just look up tutorials. Ms. Smith has found some. I've tweeted some. You're going to find your own that appeal to you. Seniors who are not exempt from the exam, your deadline is sooner than the students that are taking their exams the last week of school. So you need to scale your project appropriately, and you need to be working diligently. So if you finish up early, I'm going to ask Ms. Smith to let me know early finishers. I'm going to give you one more assignment. So we need to stay purposeful. We need to stay creative. I need you to stay really strong. Ms. Prophet and I have worked really hard. You guys have worked really hard. We have been growing our culture and our level of work and everything over these years. I really need you to stay strong, and I need this year to finish strong. It's been challenging for me. I'm doing well. I should, hopefully, just send your positive thoughts my way. I'm hoping that I will be walking by the end of May, hopefully without a limp. I'm doing lots of physical therapy, and I feel like I'm getting a little better. It's just so slow. It was a really horrible accident and a really intensive and complicated surgery, and everything's great. I can't wait to see you, some of you at graduation, because I'll be there for Alexandra's graduation. Okay, so one more thing. This is an idea of synthesizing a famous work of art. This is called the Broadway Boogie Woogie. I hope you remember that, but it's mixed together with Red Grooms's ideas, so you might want to try something like that. Here's one of Red Grooms's. I've shown you this before. One of his paper sculptures is of a cool car. And then here's a couple others of Red Groom's. This is to show you the scale. Some of you remember seeing the sculpture. This might be the same one that's at the Nashville Public Library, but I can't tell. But you see the little girl, it's really big. Of course, yours is not going to be that big because you don't have that much time. And then here's another one of Red Grooms's very intricate paper sculptures. So pace yourself. You know how long things can take. Pace yourself well, because you want to be able to finish it and you want it to be done well. And you also don't want to rush it and do it too small or not have enough detail and then be like, I'm done, and then there's so much time left, because then you'll need to either find something else purposeful to do, or I will email Ms. Smith something purposeful for you to do. Stay purposeful. Have fun with paper. I hope you enjoyed your paper sculpture pep talk, and just stay strong, do your best. I can't wait to see you soon. Bye-bye.